Welcome to another session, and in this video I'm going to show you how we can fix the OLEDB error. So I'll show you the error so you have an understanding about how to go about solving it. Right click on Learn Index and we go on to tags and go to import data. You click on next. So we select the data source, click on to we want to import a Microsoft Excel file. Go on to browse to pick the file, slates, click open. Select the version of what you want, but 27 to 2010 is perfect. So if you select this and you go on to, let's select SL 2016 and go next. Now you've got this ODB error. Now how do we solve this ODB error? That's the next stage of what we need to do. To solve this, I'm going to click OK, cancel this, and close the SQL server. And the next thing I'm going to do is to go on to Google and I'll type in Microsoft ACEOLEDB engine. Once I type in this Microsoft ACEOLEDB engine, this will load and I've got the Microsoft ACEOLEDB engine 2016 redistributable. But if you select 2007 to 2010, then what you will be interested is to look at the Microsoft ACEOLEDB engine redistributable 2010. So but for now I'm looking at the 2016. I'm going to click on this. So we got this way, this takes some time to load. I'll select the language, which is this, and the first thing is that I'm going to take the one with the 32-bit first, because I'm not sure if that is what was on my database engine. So I'm going to take this one and allow and download this. If you download this and it solves your problem, good. If it doesn't, then you try on the S64-bit. So click on download. This is going to take some time to download. So almost done. The file is downloaded. I'll go into the folder. We've got the file downloaded here. Before we'll come back to this, the first thing is to run your command prompt as an administrator. We want to type cmd. It's going to pop out the command prompt. So you click to run as administrator, click on run as administrator, click on yes. So we've got this now. So I haven't gotten this. So the first thing that we're going to do is to minimize this and come back to the folder where we've got ACEOLEDB engine. I need the location, the directory of where this file was downloaded into. You right click on this and go on to properties. On the location, I'm going to copy the location of this file, Ctrl C. I can close this and go back to this. So the first thing is to change the directory by using CD space Ctrl V. Then use your enter key on the keyboard. So we've successfully been to change the directory into the location where the file was installed into. So the next thing is to go back to the location of the file again and get the name of the file. We can take the file this way, Control C. So I've copied the name of the file, and I can easily paste this. Control V dot is an ESE file, rather ESE file. Then I'll put on a space, this sign, and put quiet for it to install quietly on the system, and use enter key. This might take some time, but we just wait for it to finish. So at this point, everything seems to be done. So I can close this now. Since everything is done, close this. I'll go back to my SQL Server Management Studio, SQL Server Management Studio. Open this up. Click on Connect. So on the database, we're going to select the Learning Desk database. Right click on this, perform the same task, go to import data. So we've got this wizard up. You go to next and wait for these data sources to be populated so that you can select Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel. What file do we want to load? Click on the browse, and we'll take on the leads data, open. So I'm going to pick up the 2016 again. First row as column, go on to next and wait for this to load. Now you see that the problem of the ODB has been resolved. So we go on to the destination and click on this, which we've done this before. So you click on next. So on this, rather on the destination, you go on this and you take SQL Server Native Client. That's what it is, SQL Server Native Client. So click on this. The server name, everything seems to be okay. Then the database name is Learning Desk, which is fine. I'll go on to next. So this, the operation I want to perform is the copy operation, which I'll go on to next to get this. So we've got like two different files in this. So I'm going to pick up the first one, this sheet. That's the one that I'm using. So I can go on to edit mapping so as to see that all the data types are all okay. So go to edit mappings. On the edit mapping, I'll look at the CRM ID, which is NVACA, which is fine, but I can change this to VACA. So just click on this and move up and select VACA. So I can look at the lead dates. It's given like NVACA, which is wrong. The lead date, it's a date. It's a date. So we'll go on to the dates. So why do you think we check that is a date? If you go to the original data sets on leads, if you open up these data sets, see what we've got, so as to know what the data type is originally from the file. You could see that originally the lead, this is a date column, this is a date column. So this can take VACA, so that is fine with us. So I'm going to close this because I just need to confirm what it is. So I'm change it to dates column. Always check to be consistent with your data type and see that is the right matching. So I can change this to varchar as well. I can change to varchar. So I'll go through everything and see that everything is changed to varchar, the one that is necessary. So everything is well typed now. So I can click on OK. You go on to the next. Don't worry about this because of the type we change. That's why all this error, but is going to be fine. You go on to next. You go on to next and click finish. This might take some time. This is completed. You click on close and go on to this refresh button so as to get the table loaded. Expand the learning desk database. Go on to table, expand table. So you see we've got, this is the most recent one for the leads we've got, and it's showing sheet 1. So I can right click this and rename this to, probably change it to leads. I'm using small letter for it. Enter. So this is renamed as leads. I can as well run the query to see the data, the table how it's looking. Go on to new query to write select or, that is asterisk, from, to the next line, dbo.leads. That's the database. Select all for dbo.leads. Click on execute and let's see the outcome of it. As you can see, this has everything loaded for us. That is all for this section. Thank you. I'll see you in another video.